welcome back to the Real Man of Real Estate. We've been talking about how we got into this crazy feeling real estate market we're in and what you can do about it and how that'll serve you. So if someone's decided that they're going to take action, they really want this and it makes sense to them, how do they get going? You need a team, you need experts, you got to know things.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
now
You
what?
need a team. So anyone who's getting started, I know the other question besides a down payment, how do you come up with that? The other big question is how do you start? And as you said, Dan, build your team, find your tribe. It doesn't matter if you're 12 months out or even 2 years out from wanting to buy a property, your first investment, your first house.
Mhm.
The sooner you get started, the better. Your key people are going to be your real estate agent and
Uh-huh.
your lender.
All right.
Typically, you'll find your real estate agent first, get to know them, and they can recommend a good lender based on who you are and the type of property you want to buy. Are you buying an investment property? Well, then I got one lender for you. Are you buying your first
Okay.
home with a VA loan? I got another lender. Are you buying your first home and you're using down payment assistance in California? I got another lender for you. Because just like doctors all specialize in some form of practice, a lot of lenders also specialize in very niche areas
Okay.
of
Interesting.
buying real estate. Like you might not want to use the lender who helped you buy your house. You probably don't want to use that lender to buy a duplex or a fourplex. Um,
Interesting.
the lender that helped your mom buy a house and your mom makes 150,000 a year and you make 70,000. You might not want to
Yeah.
use that
Gonna need
lender
a
to
different
buy your first
strategy.
property because you might need down payment assistance. And
Got
most
it.
lenders aren't familiar with those programs. That's why I say a year or two out, start talking with a real estate agent
Hmm.
that is informed, not someone that's your friend, your uncle, your cousin, your coworker, someone that's informed. That's the most important thing you can do for yourself.
Okay.
Beyond that, join organizations. Like Dan and you and SDCIA. There's a
Yeah.
lot of real estate investment groups in every major city, and you can simply just go online, type in something like San Diego Real Estate Group, San Diego Investment Networking, and you can find these groups where you'll find reputable people that belong to the groups as well and partner with them, join with them, have discussions, meet monthly. So I see a lot of times first time buyers and seasoned investors belong to these organizations to network and find their tribe.
All right. Fascinating. And so you're getting your team together, then what? How do you know when you want to strike? Like, there's some basic boundaries for the San Diego market, for example, that it takes to be ready.
Yeah. What it takes to be ready is once you meet with your agent, you're going to meet with a lender, check your credit score. And even if you think you have perfect credit, get your credit score checked
Okay.
half
Never
a
know,
year
huh?
before. I had a client who was a nurse and she had an unpaid medical bill from like 5 years ago for
Oh man.
$300. And she works in the medical community and she could have paid $300 with the snap of the fingers, no big deal.
Right.
But she just didn't get the mail. It got lost in the mail. And that unpaid medical bill hurt her credit score. So
Got it.
we spent about 6 months getting her credit score up. And again, a good lender, a good team can help you increase your credit score. So when it's time to strike and buy, you've got the highest credit score, which will give you the most purchasing power and the
Hmm.
lowest interest rate. So that's one thing. Have a good job. A lot of people say, how do I get started in investment real estate? I got an acronym, JOB, get a job. Because people are like, hey, I want to find a creative way to make money fall out of the sky. Good luck. Get a job.
Hmm.
Get a job, W-2 income, use that to go out and buy your first property. And I have met way more multimillionaires that had a normal job, making maybe 100,000 a year, and then invested most of that in real estate versus people who are hoping that some creative way money falls out of the sky. Those are one in a million. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it doesn't happen.
That's
It
speculating.
does. But I know more people that make money with jobs than money falling out of the sky through some creative way.
Got it. All right. So then that's all coming together and it's time to go. What can someone do to get to know market, maybe start to understand where they want to go?
Again, to know the market, what's going on, I'd recommend checking out my YouTube channel, Kappell Realty Group on YouTube. Or if someone's
Hmm.
just completely lost, give me a call. My phone number is 858-699-6817. And even though I run a big team, I pick up my own phone and have a
Oh,
lot of
wow.
conversations every day. So I would say just learn about the market, start with my YouTube channel. If you're outside of the Southern California area, I can probably connect you with someone similar to me in your marketplace that is also a very data-driven person.
Okay. And you also have your webinar that you do. Where can folks find that?
Yeah, we do the webinar. I do 2 webinars live every month. You can just go to my website, kappellrealtygroup.com, kappellrealtygroup.com. And again, you just type my name and you'll find a lot of stuff online, including my website that highlights those webinars when they're going to be held. Or
Okay.
just shoot me a phone call or a text again at 858-699-6817.
I'm sure there's a mailing list to get on too.
Yeah,
Good one.
I've got probably over 5,000 people on my mailing list that get our newsletter, and our newsletter is always full of economic data and housing trends that we're seeing and why.
Got it. All right. That's pretty amazing. So, well, with that, folks, I think this is a pretty compelling argument. There's certainly a lot of real estate to be had if you just put yourself in the right position to go and get it. And anybody can do this, truly. If you want to know more, if you're trying to meet some more people, maybe find that like-minded crowd, I want to invite you guys to come out to the San Diego Creative Investors Association. You'll see myself and Patrick there amongst a bunch of other folks who are really trying to play this game to the fullest. You can learn more about us at sdcia.com. And we have a meeting the second Tuesday of every month. We start our networking at 4:30 and we have food and drink. So you can come straight from work, get a bite to eat, get something to drink, and get in a room full of people who are making it happen. So, do you have anything you want to add to that, Patrick?
No, I go to SDCIA typically just about every month, and it is a
Yeah,
room full of great people. So I do recommend folks go to that. First time people get in for free, right, Dan?
that's true.
Military
Yes.
vets discount too. So
Yeah, active duty and retired military get in free. So we hope you guys take us up on that and come see us.
yeah, as a military guy myself, I appreciate that. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, you're welcome. This is literally the least I can do. So, all right. Well, with that, it's time for us to end the show. Thanks so much for being here, Patrick. I learned a lot. That was fascinating.
Thank you, Dan. And just everyone remember, anyone can do it. I lived in a garage. Now I live on the ocean front.
There
Anyone
it
can
is.
do it. You just got to start. Don't stop yourself.
All right, folks, we'll get started. And until next time, this has been Dan Redig and Patrick Kappell talking about real estate market trends on the Real Men of Real Estate, KCAA Radio. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next month.